Alright, we are finally back to talk about some fights. UFC Fight Night Tybura versus Spivak. Didn't have a crazy amount to say about it this time, so we're gonna kind of recap and point out the people that stood out to me. Obviously, Carl Williams. I've heard about him a little bit.
Chaos.
Yeah, the Chase Sherman fight, yeah, and then he beat Lucas Bresky. So, you know, he's doing pretty decent right now. He's taking people to decisions, but still 10-0.
Oh, that's right. He was the one who fought Kappa, yeah.
Yep. And then this guy's 7-0. Knocked out Austin Lane.
I think Carl Williams is he's a decently active striker, which is probably good to see. It should be an actually exciting heavyweight fight, which we seem to be lacking.
Then there was this guy who was like, oh, he seems kind of neat. And he's only been knocked out in the UFC so far, so
oh boy,
bit of a shame for my man. He has not made it out of round one in his UFC career so far. So I'm
33 seconds for that first fight too, man.
That's rough. Yeah. He was against a 9-0 stud. This guy seems like he's coming up, you know, but damn.
That's a rough one.
Yeah,
That's a rough run so far.
Yeah, I'm hoping he picks up a win so he doesn't get cut, but. And then Chris Gutierrez, of course, his opponent in Javid Basharat fell out due to, at the time at least, an undisclosed injury. I don't know if he said what it is, but.
Is that what it was?
Yep, due to an injury.
Okay.
And then Kwong Lee, right? Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, he got. It looks like they took his picture, but they don't have it like fully updated yet. But yeah. 2 by knockout, 3 by submission, 4 first round finishes. All of his stats are at 0 because this is UFC shit. Whoops.
Yeah. So he is pretty well-rounded, seemingly.
Yeah.
Head kick. I guess the rear naked choke, so it's not like he's a submission wizard.
Yeah, he's been finished. He's been finished, and he's also been submitted in his amateur career. But he's been undefeated in pro, and he hasn't been defeated in MMA in 4 years. So it's a pretty good streak he's got going. It'll be pretty interesting to see how he does.
That's a good nickname.
What was it?
It was Bangley.
Bangley? Okay, yeah.
Bangley.
That's pretty good. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. And then there was Danny Barlow, who is just, you know, another up-and-coming guy who's undefeated, who, I was going to say, I don't think we've seen him fight yet, but no, I think I remember that. I think I remember that one. I know I watched 298.
Because it's really weird.
Yeah, I remember 298, of course, but yeah. So that one will also be pretty fun. Might see another, was that a first round KO? No, but we might see another knockout finish by Danny Barlow. And then I feel like I've heard Mariscal and Damon Jackson, but I feel like I'm also just thinking of Damon Blackshear. Okay.
No, I remember when he fought Dan Ige.
Yeah, I remember when Ige knocked him out.
Yep.
Cause was that? I'm trying to remember the dude that Dan Ige fought, where he like, even he was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, there was Gavin Tucker. And then he lost 3 fights in a row. That's such a shame. Yeah, he just like he
rode that too hard.
Yeah, he immediately knocked the dude out. It was just kind of like, yeah, I guess it's over. I guess I beat him. Blah 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 blah. And then he just goes and gets 3 horribly hard decision losses. That's pretty rough.
People he fought too. I mean, it was Zombie, Josh,
Yep.
and Mosbar.
Yeah,
I mean, that was 2021 Zombie. Too.
Man, dude, he's been getting thrown to people since 2019.
Barboza, yeah.
Kevin Aguilar,
Yeah.
Mirsad Bektic, Barboza, Cater. Yeah, dude. Landauer, Mitchell, Feely, Lopez. Whew.
I still can't believe he knocked out Feely as easy as he did. That was really depressing.
I can't believe he's gonna fight Lerone Murphy. Let's see, June. When's this fight? October. Okay, he's got a little bit of time at least.
Shit at Fight Island again.
Yeah.
Abu Dhabi, which is nice. I wish it was still like empty Fight Island where you could hear everything.
Yeah, if they were gonna do shit there, I wish they'd do it that way. But at the same time, like, I think the fighters enjoy having the fans there more than we deserve to enjoy them not being there. Damn, I didn't realize Tybura was a little bit skinnier.
Mm-hmm. He's a smaller heavyweight. He's old.
He just looks.
I mean, heavyweight. There's kind of no such thing as old.
He just looks chunkier. Like when I imagine these two, are they real? I don't think they're the same height. I'm gonna have to watch the weigh-ins later. I feel like Tybura is shorter.
I feel like Spivak's a lot taller.
Yeah, or I feel like Tybura is shorter and a bit rounder, but that might just be the image I'm putting in my head. Hold on.
Yeah, I've never seen them standing next to each other, so I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. Well, really don't have a whole lot to say about it. I mean, it's kind of cliche to say, but they're either going to submit each other or knock each other out, I feel like. I don't think it's going to make it to the decision. I think they're going to finish. One of them is going to finish each other.
I think Spivak has a pretty good case to submit Tybura.
Yeah.
That's my official pick. Spivak's got pretty decent ground game, and Tybura's been submitted before, I believe.
Yeah, Sergey's much younger.
I don't remember.
Last time he fought, he did get finished against Cyril Gahn. It's almost been a year since he's fought. Yeah, knocked out.
Trying to remember, did Tybura? Did he get submitted? Oh no, he submitted toooo. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I don't know if he's been submitted.
I don't think he's been submitted.
In the UFC at least.
That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I either way though, I see Sergey submitting him, knocking him out, or Tybura knocking him out. That's kind of my basic pick. Oh, damn, he better be at 38, right?
Yeah, yeah, true.
As long as he's been doing it, I feel like you gotta get there. But, still very impressive. But yeah, now ESPN saying he's 6'3". I don't believe that. Hold on. Now I have to look up.
Yeah, how tall is Sergey?
Okay.
Oh?
Alright. Tybura might even be... I think they're like...
a little bit taller.
Yeah, alright, my bad. Sorry, Marcin. Big man. Fucking maul me. Okay, yeah. I guess Spivak isn't... For some reason, when I think of Spivak, I just think of, like, a little bit leaner and lankier. But no, he's just as chunky.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, though. He doesn't look...
I remember being surprised when I saw Tybura and toooo stand next to each other, because toooo was, like, noticeably bigger.
Well, yeah, even that.
Tybura's pretty lean.
Like, I feel like Tybura doesn't look like he's 15 pounds lighter.
Look like, yeah.
Or whatever it is, right? 249 versus...
The limit, yeah.
And that's weird, too, because they haven't even weighed...
Not even the limit.
They haven't even weighed in yet. Have they?
I don't think so.
It's kind of interesting to have their... I guess it's probably just their last fight weight or their typical
fight weight.
average or something. Either way, That was pretty much all we had to say about this card, unfortunately. We were gonna do something... Yeah, no, you're good, you're good. We were gonna do something this card where I wanted to go through and watch some of these people's fights outside of the UFC and kind of get to know these people that we don't know. But a lot of those fights I could not find. Or it's like, oh yeah, let's go watch this is just an example, I don't know. Let's go watch Yusuf's fight. Well, his only fight that like you can find that's like relevant is it's just like 3 or 4 fights old, and it's like, we're not really getting an idea of what this guy's skill set is anymore. So we decided to do something a little bit more fun, a little series that I want to do on the channel long term. We're gonna be looking at some old Pride FC bouts.
Yeah.
Now I've
researched the up and comers, so we're gonna research them old heads now.
Yep, I've only ever seen highlights of most of these, but we're gonna be going through Silva, Jackson, fucking Vanderlei Silva. Uh-oh. Oh no. I fucked everything up. And then also Kazushi Sakuraba versus Carlos Newton. I really like Carlos Newton. I haven't seen a bunch of fights of him, but he's one of those guys that, like, he'll knock somebody out and do a Kamehameha. I think it was the dude with the toothpick in his mouth, too. But, no, that's Benson Henderson. That's my bad.
Yeah. I was like, he's like Benson Henderson, dude.
Yep, no, that just is Benson Henderson, but yeah. Alright. These guys at this time, too, they're killers. I think this is before Rampage went to the UFC. It's a little hard to tell, because back then they used to have a lot of, like, 1 or 2 fight contracts. So, you know, you'd go fight in the UFC, then you'd go fight in Pride, then you'd go fight here, then you'd come back. But, you know, they'd have a lot of problems where it's like, I can't remember who did it. It might have been one of the Shamrocks or whatever, but it probably happened frequently where the UFC had them booked, and then Pride would have them booked, like, the next day or something. So it would just fuck things up, because if, you know, you get knocked out, you're not going to go take that fight the next day, so... I think that's what led to, like, the longer contracts and him not really liking co-promotion. Man.
This stare down so good.
Uh-huh. That's what a beast, dude.
Yeah, I wish I was watching the recipe, like, from the beginning. Some of these older people, like Rampage and Chuck Liddell, Vanderlei, Frank Mir, all those older original UFC people I don't know very much about. Rampage I know more about.
Fucking jump guillotine already. Yeah, a lot of the old fight knowledge that I have is just from MMA On Point. And that's why I think this will be nice. I wanna watch these Pride FC bouts. Then I want to watch some old Vale Tudo. Eventually I want to do like a history of Vale Tudo video or whatever, but I think we need to like watch a lot of those fights before we try to do a retrospective on something we barely know about.
Yeah.
But it's cool. There's martial arts and MMA in general have such a crazy history. Rampage, all you gotta do is get off to the side.
So people knew.
Yeah, I don't know how much jiu-jitsu this guy or Rampage even did at this point, you know. Obviously he did some.
Enough to.
Yeah, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he ever really submitted people.
No, he was more of like ground and pound stand-up.
Yeah, he was more of a knockout artist. Like he,
Just landing down and knock you out.
yeah, 'cause I remember the only reason he got that slam KO finish is because the dude was prying on his arm, and he's like, oh, it's the only time I've ever been angry in a fight.
Go to the side mount, because there you can do way more damage than being in the gun. It's closed again. It's open again. It's going open and close and open and close, but this corner should make him aware of it. Like now, if he reaches back with his right arm...
At least from a modern judging standpoint, this is Rampage's round pretty easily.
Yeah, I think this. It's hard to say because this isn't UFC, but I know old MMA control time gave you points.
Yep.
So even if Rampage was like landing the better shots off the back, if Rampage stayed on top and kept him down, he would like win that round.
Okay.
I think it's pretty stupid, but
I think they want like boxing judging criteria, because I was looking into how you score boxing after the last Crawford fight, and it's like ring control and volume are like the two biggest criteria, which is why Crawford won, because Madrimov was landing the more damaging punches, but Crawford didn't look like he was uncomfortable out of control of the ring. He was absolutely throwing more.
yeah, man.
It might be something like that, where it's just controlling and throwing more strikes. They just transferred the boxing criteria to MMA.
Yeah, I believe too when earlier UFC they would have a little introduction like infographic that'd be like the three things that we score the fights on: control time, or yeah, it's like whoa, that was brutal, cage control, stuff like that. So yeah, it's definitely it's all taken from boxing and pro wrestling for the most part.
Yep. It wasn't until more recently where I think they actually sat down and were like, alright, here's how we're gonna score this shit differently.
Yeah, and it didn't show him in this, but like in Pride, when you come out, you know, you're on like a stage and there's fucking fireworks going off and lights blaring, and you know, you can have dancers come out with you. Like in Pride, they did a lot of eccentric stuff like that. It was a lot more performative.
WWE actually.
Yep. And that's something that I think Dana doesn't really like that much, which is why you don't get crazy entrances often. It's just, you know, the dude walking in. It's still, even then, it's not like.
But
yeah.
It's just like Izzy in his corner, like doing a synchronized dance. Like,
yeah, and even then, that's like in Pride, that's like normal. That's not like a standout thing.
I still really liked Izzy's walkout when he was the Undertaker and carrying like Cannon U's urn, I think it was.
Yeah.
That fight sucked, but that walkout was dope.
I think that fight was just so forgettable that I don't even remember that walkout.
It was a good walk. That's the only part of the fight that I remember.
Ooh.
Ooh, man.
A little bit of an elbow got through, it looked like.
Why would he go to? I mean, is it just a change up? I mean, obviously you said he's controlling right now. He's scoring points here. Referee's gonna say.
Stood up.
I'm gonna say this is a lot of old martial arts. The whole lay and pray.
Yeah.
Oh, did he get? I don't think he got the yellow card. Do you know how the yellow and the red card works in Pride?
Vaguely.
Whoa! Wild. Oh, that knee was bad.
Yeah, got him. If that sucker kick connected, that probably would have been it there.
Yeah, Rampage almost got it. It looked like he went for a double, then a single. But
Almost got it.
yellow cards are essentially, you know, obviously a foul or whatever. But when you get one, you lose 10% of your fight purse.
Oh.
Ooh, man! Oh, and he just ducked right into that dude. He's eating like 9 knees, 10, 11. Oh! Oh my god!
God.
Oh!
Fucking ropes.
Oh man, the soccer kicks.
Man.
Dude, how are you still up at this point?
He's asleep on his feet, it looks like.
Ooh, man, that. Oh yeah. Hoo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, just clubbing.
Yeah, that was brutal, dude. He clinched him up in Rampage after eating a couple of those. He had no answers to those in the clinch.
No, he was out on his feet, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I've seen
Yeah.
that finishing sequence, man, dude, that's a good fight. I love that one.
Yeah, it's the whole thing too with how the soccer kicks changed the game. Oh, he's dropped. Oh wait. Yeah, here. Boop.
Yeah.
Boop. Boop. Yeah, dude, that is just rough.
I'm all for knees to a grounded opponent and all that.
Yeah.
Soccer kicks are a little bit more questionable, but I mean,
Yeah, I
the
mean,
whole like, putting your hand down on the ground and counting as a grounded opponent's bullshit.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
changing that.
Yeah, you can see, like, Rampage is kind of trying to, like, get his posture back and everything while clinching, but he's just so rattled. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Whew! Just a fucking monster, dude.
Yeah, Prime Vanderlei was probably one of the best MMA fighters to ever do it.
Yeah, dude, he was a fucking... They called him the Axe Murderer for a reason. You know?
Scary looking fucking dude, him.
Man, they look like they're 185. I don't even know what this fight was. I figured it'd be a light heavyweight fight. I don't know what that guy's saying. Yep. Alright. Let's see.
I don't know, I'm pretty sure. I think they used to be. I think Pride middleweight was about UFC light heavyweight, I want to say.
Let's see.
Because I remember hearing about Chuck Liddell talk about when he fought. He fought somebody for the middleweight title. I was like, why were you fighting a middleweight?
Yeah, middleweight's 205 for them.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they didn't have like a light heavyweight, but I mean, they fought at light heavyweight, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Kevin Randleman and Mirko Krokop.
Kendall Randleman.
Yeah, from what I know of Mirko is he kind of got to the UFC a little too late. You know, he got knocked out by Gabriel Gonzaga by a head kick. He got knocked out by Brendan Schaub. But his whole thing, you know, in this era of fighting was left kick hospital, right kick cemetery. So, you know, he put people to sleep viciously with his kicks. And he was another one of those terrifying guys. And Kevin Randleman, I have like a lot of mixed knowledge, but he's someone who has been around in the MMA sphere. You know, he was around for an extremely long time. I can't remember who he fought last, but he fought somebody semi-recently, and it was like, why are you still fighting, bro? Nobody else from your time is fighting anymore, really. Other than, you know, Fedor and Rampage were vaguely. These fights start off a lot quicker.
Wasn't Krokop like a special forces dude or something?
Spetsnaz,
Like
yep.
Special police. Yep. Yeah, that's right. He's just literally Spetsnaz.
Krokop's spending a lot of energy trying to hold Kevin away. Kevin's actually using his weight to hold Krokop.
Yeah, so he actively probably killed people.
Good point, Harry. And he turned the
Yeah, it's pretty crazy too, man. They, you know, old like UFC. It's a lot of like, all right, dance in the middle, kind of like feel each other out. Kendall Randleman just came across the ring and just clinched up.
grappling was the game back then, from what I understand.
Oh yeah, I just mean like they're so much more active and ready to fight. Like they're technical, but it's way more just like, all right. I don't know. Even though it's a ring, they don't like really dance around. They have space. They have space to employ that, but they kind of play around a little bit. Yeah, now they're slowing it down a little bit more. But you know what I mean? Just right out the gate, it's like, all right, let's go.
The blitz, yeah. It usually catches people off guard because of the slow start that most fighters have.
Pretty sure these are 10-minute. Oh! Left hook. Pretty sure these are 10-minute rounds too. I think it's 2 10-minute rounds and a 15-minute round. Oh, he's out. Ooh, he is out cold.
God, that was good. Got left hand, sat him down.
And man, even then, dude, Kevin Randleman. Oh man, yeah, I thought this was gonna be a Mirko Cro Cop head kick, sleep. Woo! That's what I'm saying, dude. It's why I like UFC 2. Like the brutality of this shit is next level.
Yeah.
And these guys are no jokes too. You know, these guys are going around the entire world. That's why I almost respect it a little bit more than the UFC. You know, the UFC is international. But these guys would go around the world competing at different events and organizations and just fighting whoever the best was or whoever, you know, was going to just give them that check that week.
Yep.
These guys are just like a lot like... Now you can make the argument that it's like, yeah, fighters are athletes. They're this, they're that, you know? But like, all these people came from a background of violence. Nobody in this time of MMA had like a happy life, chilling with their white picket fence and their kids and their dog. You know, they had something that made them like this.
Yep.
And it's just such a spectacle. And none of these are even like the crazy fucking Here, you know what? Let's see how long Bob Sapp versus Big Nog, because that's one of your like premier. Yeah, we'll have to fight this one. We'll have to make a video out of watching this one, because this is one of your premier like giant or your freak show fights. Yeah, dude, he
Freak
gets.
show fight for such a interesting time of MMA.
Yeah, here I just gotta show you. This is why the fight's so memorable. Is this part? Yeah, just WWE level shit where you can just. He used to be a lot better too. He hit a point where he definitely, it was like big name, get paid, go out there, and then as soon as he got hit with a couple shots, he was just like, okay, I'm done. I'm pretty sure he's even said like, I'm not gonna go out there and get knocked out or get brain damage or blah blah blah. I'm gonna go in there. It's like, okay, well, not really the mentality of a fighter anymore. But dude was a superstar. Really, he was really big in Japan with like he had a bunch of commercials.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing some of the.
Yeah.
He's just in like a bunch of Japanese commercials.
What is this supposed to be?
I don't know, it's a Japanese ad. It won't tell us until the very end. It's gonna have nothing to do with anything.
It's like, it's some sort of food.
They almost look like what are they called? Like the little white square, like chewy candies that they have at Asian markets. I forget what they're called. Haichu.
Gummy candy. Yeah. He is very popular in Japan.
Babu Seppu.
Babu Seppu! Yeah! Stupid, I know. What? He said smile. Yeah. No, he's really fun despite how his career ends up going.
Despite everything, yeah, he was really fun.
And then Kazushi Sakura. Oh wow, this is the 3rd Pride event? Jesus Christ. So, how much do you know about Kazushi Sakuraba?
I recognize the name Sakuraba because I've probably heard you talking about him.
Yeah, very, very, very little. I haven't seen enough of his fights. Like personally, it's all just MMA on point knowledge. But he's known as the Gracie Killer. He kind of like was that I feel like that kind of next generation of he was taking fights against all the Gracies and submitting them or beating them in spectacular fashion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he like a Japanese jiu-jitsu guy?
Yep.
Did he do judo?
I think it's more jiu-jitsu. I'm sure he did some judo being out of Japan 30 years ago.
The history with like Japanese jiu-jitsu to Brazilian jiu-jitsu is kind of interesting because jiu-jitsu there was no like set way to learn it. It wasn't like crazy jiu-jitsu is now where it's like, all right, you have these belts. It was just like you got taught Japanese jiu-jitsu and that was kind of it. So the dude that made judo kind of saw that and was like, what if we made that a little bit more organized? Made a belt system, actually had a curriculum type thing. So then that's where judo came from. And to my knowledge, BJJ is kind of a shoot off of that.
It's essentially the Gracies went to Brazil in the 1900s and saw Japanese jiu-jitsu, learned it from somebody, and then turned it into Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, I know judo's like a weird in-between thing.
Yeah, well, it's just a different sport that they both kind of existed around the same time, from what I know. Judo's a lot more like the tosses and throws, and Japanese jiu-jitsu was your submission holds and everything.
It was submission holds, like arm blocks, and very light strikes.
Yeah, they were
using power against people.
Brazilian jiu-jitsu has striking too, but they just don't go over that anymore because of how martial arts have evolved. It's like, yeah, don't learn how to box from jiu-jitsu, guys. Just learn jiu-jitsu from them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's like one of the first like judo practitioners, and then I was looking it up vaguely the other day. That'll be a good one to do a
Yeah, there's a lot of conflicting accounts on it.
Yeah, well, it's just been around for a long time too. I think Japanese jiu-jitsu is like 1400s, and then it's 500 more years until the Gracies go over there, and because that's kind of where where Vale Tudo came from a bit too. It was the Brazilian word for MMA. It was just their no holds barred contests.
Yep.
Whoa! Jumping on that knee. The lovely, lovely quality we got here.
This is really interesting to watch, though. He just keeps like going for limbs. He's not trying to choke or anything. He keeps like twisting out and grabbing his knees and like, taking his knees apart.
Trying to get his back. Oh, he's got him centered.
Got him centered. I don't know if he has the triangle.
Yeah, he doesn't have him. He didn't have the triangle, and he didn't like have his chest secured. You gotta go for the seatbelt grip, Carlos Newton. Come on. Oh, it was up a little too high.
Please wave at him.
Oh. You seen the one where the guy goes, "Hey, mom," and then gets choked out?
Yes.
I love that one. Could totally see myself doing that.
That's crazy how like visibly tired they are already.
Yeah, no, these fights would go on for a long ass time.
No, this is like the first round.
Yeah, I feel like they're. I don't. Am I missing cuts? Because that was round 1, and that was like 3 minutes.
Maybe they used to be shorter.
Yeah, the rules changed a lot too, so it could have been 3-minute rounds to start maybe. 3 minutes is just not long enough for like high level MMA. Only time I like doing 3 minutes is if we're just sparring, or if, you know, it's 2 guys. Like when we first started, I would prefer shorter time limits because we're just gonna gas the fuck out.
Yeah, amateur.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure amateur fights are 3-minute rounds.
They might be.
They can be. I think.
Yeah, I'm not 100%.
I've seen a couple fights that are like 2-minute rounds. I was like, that's not anything.
At two minutes with MMA, I mean, you're gonna spend 30 seconds. Yeah, this is there's not enough time.
No. Even 2 3-minute rounds, it's like that's barely more than 1 round of a professional MMA fight. And 90% of the time, not 90, like 75% of the time, nothing happens in the first round, I'd say. Usually used for feeling people out.
I wish they could kind of try. I think Joe Rogan talked about it a bit, but I kind of do wish there were like no rounds. The only thing is just you're gonna get long, boring fights that aren't like. The biggest thing is you've got somebody waiting. You've got an event lined up, right? If the prelims are supposed to end at 7, but it's the second fight and it's gone an hour and a half, you know, like, oh, he might have him here.
I think he's too high.
Nope, he's good.
Yeah, he was too high on
Yeah.
it. He wasn't quite past the elbow.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone get out of it like that, though. That's interesting. Just inverted himself.
Yeah, just flipped himself all the way around.
But too, like, if you end the round on the ground, I think you should start it on the ground. Up, heel hook. There he goes.
Nice. Yeah, that was interesting to watch. He wasn't going for chokes or anything.
No.
He was just going for limbs.
No, I'm pretty sure that is... Whoa! Sorry, guys. Pretty sure that's, like, his main thing. I think he had a lot of heel hooks.
That's probably how he beat the Gracie. He just ripped apart their knees.
I think, like, heel hooks, Kimura. Let's see, real quick.
I like Kimura's. One from almost anywhere.
Yeah, you just need the grip.
The leverage. That's all jiu-jitsu is leverage.
And I always
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
forget how the grip works until I, like, train with somebody again. Okay. Yeah, 19 submissions. But he also fought for way too long, if you can't tell.
Let's see, yeah, he's not quite the Gracie killer anymore. He lost one of them. 2 of them. He lost the Hoist.
Yeah, the Hoist Gracie one's a little but
I like how every R is just pronounced as an H in Brazilian. Like, at least for the Gracie family, it's like Hoist and
Achilles lock,
that
Kimura,
probably actually is
Kimura,
right, though.
armbar,
I
armbar,
guess Henzo. Oh, it might be Henzo.
armbar. Yeah, but Royler, Royce, Henzo, Carlos Newton, I mean, that's his 5th fight ever.
Wait, they have UFC 15 point. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that one was weird.
They just stopped it early, so it's like, fuck it, run it back.
I think they did. I think they straight up redid it, yeah.
Dude, they should do that. They should keep doing that. Like, nah, fucking run it back, bro.
Time limit, Vitor, Guy Metzger, Shannon Rich, another Gracie,
Boys, Enzo, Ryan.
Silva. Yeah, I mean, he lost to Vanderlei Silva 3 times. Like, this is kind of... This is kind of where you start getting, like... You know, he still should be fighting around this time, obviously, because he's picking up these wins. But around, I think here is kind of where it starts getting worse, and then it really gets bad. Where you have that whole... You know, he goes on a 4-fight skid, and then leaves, and then comes back and has a really bad fight against an also very old Shinya Aoki. Which this guy is crazy too, man. I mean, the fact that he beat John Lineker is so funny to me. It's like this dude.
48-11 is a ridiculous record, dude.
Yeah, imagine getting finished by Ben Askren though.
Knocked out by Ben Askren in the first round. First minute of the first round.
That almost ruins everything here. No, he was. Aoki was someone pretty special. I think he's another one of those Japanese grapplers that is just a lot of people's hero. Man. 9 KO TKO. 31 submissions. That's crazy.
How does that stack up to Hoist? How many submissions does Hoist have?
See, I'd have to see. I don't think Hoist fought nearly as much. Like, in my mind right now, I feel like he has less than 20 fights, but...
This is none of the greats he's fought very much.
No. Let's see. Well, it's because after he lost for the first time, he stopped fighting much, yeah. Because he has all these wins, the loss to Sakuraba, and then 3 years go by... You know.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and most of his fights too, it's 1 event, 2 event, 3 event, 4 event, 5 event. So a lot of these are just all on the same night. And I think there's a couple of these tournaments that, like, I'm pretty sure he quit after this one. Because they were trying to get Hoist Gracie and Ken Shamrock to fight each other again, but it's not how it worked back then. It was tournaments. You know what I mean?
That was UFC 3. No, wait. I'm trying to remember. Which one was the one that the dude from Nebraska won? Gentleman. I think it was that one. Because my grandma, fun fact, guys, this is really cool. My grandma trained with him. Like, they trained out of the same gym. I think it was 3. So my grandma literally, like, knows Jenham, which is really cool.
Yeah, they were just... They were...
I think they were both in it. Like, Shamrock and Hoist were both in it, but I think they both got hurt.
Yeah, no, they were in...
Throw some random shit together.
They were in the first 5 easy. Because Hoist won, I think... Won 2 or 3 of them in a row, and then that's the one that the dude you were talking about won. And then he won again. Here, let's see real quick. UFC.
I'm pretty sure he won 1 and 3. And then, no.
He won 2.
And then won 3.
I can't type. Ugh. Yeah. Hoist Gracie, Jenham, Gracie, Dan Severn. Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure from here, things were just different from then, but yeah, I think this was the one where Hoist had to quit. And then there's another one where Hoist and Ken both quit. I think it was a couple of times where they just did not end up fighting.
I think it was 3.
And then when they did end up scheduling them to fight, it ended up being awful.
Yeah.
It was just like, Ken just didn't want to get finished and was like happy not getting finished. It was a weird fight. Okay, so
Really
Mirko
kinda
Kokop.
weird.
Thank you, Algorithm. Thank you, Joe Rogan. Thank you, Stare Downs. This is one of the crazier stare downs, too, because it's... Silva always does
Yeah,
that, you know,
for
tries to
sure.
get in your face and stare at you, but...
Yeah, Joe Rogan describes this as the one time the axe murderer lost a stare down.
Yeah. This one's gonna be
Because
good.
He got out murdered because Pro Cop, again, probably actually killed people because he was Spetsnaz special.
Yeah, dude's not phased, you know, he's not scared of you.
No, he deadpan. Crazy. I actually don't know who wins this fight, though. I know who wins the stare down.
Yeah, I can't exactly remember either.
We'll find out.
Yes, we will.
Premiering October 1st on pay-per-view. Prepare yourself. The game is about
To
to
I
change.
like all the ads for it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like these old commercials they have in still.
Championships is coming to America.
Whoa!
The world's best MMA fighters live.
Pride's coming to America!
I wish one. The closest thing to Pride we have now is one, and that's still like not even close to its brutal.
Premiering October 21st on
Yeah, no, it's definitely the closest you're gonna get right now, at least.
Yup.
For me, this is a very important fight. With this victory, I can become even more famous. Mirko Krokop is so famous, especially in Japan. Beating him will be great for me. I don't like Krokop at all. Not at all.
Yeah, his voice is so
Bad attitude.
menacing.
I don't
Yeah.
love the other fighters, but for me, hating
Fight
him,
now!
Pereira
Talk now!
to beat him.
I can't let you get
We're
close.
About 10-15 minutes away before we actually get started. I just want to get your final thoughts on Vanley before you guys step out there and fight each other.
Nothing excellent fighter. That's all I can say. I don't like
If you guys join the Discord sometime soon here, we obviously can't do this on YouTube because of copyright, but I'd like to go through and rewatch all the Ultimate Fighters and that kind of thing, so if you want to catch that with us, we'll probably make an announcement in our Discord, but join in the description. Come talk to Sloth Eating an Apple John Jones.
It's the most intense I've seen you really.
Yeah, we've done. John Jones has been through a lot.
Yeah, we got John Jones, Conor McGregor, Sean O'Malley,
I'm aware of that.
Colby.
and Colby Covington. Yeah, I was like, who is the last one?
That I don't. I mustn't be damaged for the second fight.
Connor's more accurate with his accent and everything.
I will do my best. That's all.
I thought about wanting to do like every UFC champion, but man, that's gonna be a lot because I'm gonna have to like delete and remake them every time, or else you're just gonna have like 7 people being like, "I'm the UFC champion."
No, I'm.
Yeah, that you'll just have to tell. I don't know.
Vanderlei Silva is 35-11, 225 pounds, 22-2-1 and 1 no contest in Pride.
The 22-1-1 at the time.
Yeah, what did he say? When did he say 35? Is he saying he's 35 years old?
5'11", 200.
I think.
Vanderlei Silva is 35'11", 225 pounds.
35-11.
Vanderlei Silva is 35'11", 200.
What?
What is he saying? 35-11, 200?
Vanderlei Silva is 35'11", 200.
Oh, he's 35'11" and 205 pounds.
Okay, I was like, I feel like he's saying,
He literally just says 35.
yeah, he says it so quick. It's like there's no commas.
He's 35'11" and 205 pounds.
Okay, there we go. There we go. It's like, what is that number? 35-11, 200.
Burns, 42 today, 6'2", 221 pounds, 15-4-2 In Pride Fighting Championships, and right away, Drake stopped the presses. The world middleweight champion comes into this open-weight semifinal bout 4 pounds heavier than Mirko Cro Cop. Is that going to affect Silva's notoriously renowned conditioning?
Another fight, I would say yes. Not with Vanderlei. It's not going to affect it at all.
Oh man. Cro Cop is fucking
Man.
calm.
Cro Cop's big too, dude. He's big.
Oh yeah. If Vanderlei is 5'11", Cro Cop's got to be like 6'2".
Yeah, it's just he has so much length in his legs too. Whoa, good little blitz in by Vanderlei.
To get to Cro Cop, you have to be aggressive. Oh my God.
Yeah, I think that right hook caught
This definitely.
Silva.
Cro Cop's in the corner. He is
Yeah,
completely
backs him up to the rope.
Ooh, little body kick.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, they're just swinging.
The one thing on Silva is his wild striking.
Cro Cop's landing
Oof.
everything.
Yeah, he's making him shoot. Oh yeah, fucking splayed him out. Landing some shots already. I'd say this would be it if I didn't know the fight went on for longer. Looks like he's trying to throw up a triangle, maybe.
No, I think he just.
Yeah, I think he's just maybe holding guard. It looked like his legs were sliding up, but
Cro Cop, of course, is trained by world Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion Fabrício Verdun.
Now remember, we're talking about a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt with a gi on. This is an MMA fight. We all know that Vanderlei is great on the ground, but it's about being in no game, being able to punch and kick. As I said,
yeah, slipped the armbar attempt.
He was maneuvering for the armbar, and they are back on their feet.
I must have got
Away from him.
caught with a dick shot or something. Was that what he was protesting?
Needing to kick.
being in no game, being able to punch and kick. As I say that,
Nice up kick. He was maneuvering for the
Yeah, I missed it, but
He might just be walking away and adjusting it.
yeah.
I don't know.
no, the way
It looked like he was kind of protesting. Oh, drops him with a straight. Man, dude, he's getting his head bounced off the canvas.
We just talked about it. Silva's unorthodox striking technique.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Does this go further? What do you say? I think this is 16 minutes. Jesus Christ.
that man that he hit earlier.
Well, that's it's like 8 minutes of interviews afterwards.
Silva, an amazing ability to recover.
Goodness gracious.
He'll have to wrap.
That was a little decent little cheeky elbow from the bottom, but
Cro Cop's being patient on top. He's not trying to burn himself out. He's
just raining these punches down. And look, dude, he's sitting through and putting weight on every single one. None of them are like, even the little short ones have a lot of weight behind it.
He's following through on every ground strike.
What? Why are we standing up? What?
His eye.
Okay, are they?
I want to keep this on the ground as much as I
Strength they have.
Okay, it looks like there must be a cut. Okay, or swelling.
So far, it's not been so good for him, top or bottom. But you think that Silva really has to take this to the ground and dominate because of the way the Cro Cop's been able to pick him
It's
apart?
too hard to tell if they're looking at.
He's doing straight punches, not leaving.
I think they're trying to hold his eye open. And
Yeah.
he's swollen.
I can't tell. It looked like there was some blood, but who knows if that was just like from his face in general.
The tournament when he said, right
'Cause it looked like his nose is bleeding.
left kick cemetery, and he has sent many
Yeah, his nose is definitely bleeding.
It's left kick cemetery. My bad, guys. Right kick hospital, left kick cemetery.
Silva has resulted in what we see right now.
You look
Did he
earlier.
fight at a southpaw? That makes
Cro
sense
Cop
then.
is sliding out of the way of Vanderlei's punching. As soon as he stops,
Left leg would be his back leg.
punch combination. I don't think Cro Cop's thrown one kick yet. He's famous for his
Well, he
kick.
threw that middle kick that definitely stung early on, but you're right.
So, no, he definitely threw a kick.
Yeah.
Really hard body kick.
The best counter striker in the heavyweight division as we see that goose egg.
I think that was it so far, though.
The longer this waits, the longer that they take a look at this, the more it's going to swell. It's going to close up. He's not going to be able to see.
We didn't see a lot of leg kicks in this time either.
Get this fight started again, or we're going to have to call it right now.
In the same way, at
Leg
least.
kicks were- All the I think was the first one to really start using leg kicks like effectively. I want to say it was Jose.
Very possibly.
If not, he was like one of the first ones to do it
Yeah,
at a high level.
I think Benson Henderson was the first person to do like calf kicks. But it's just because someone did it, it didn't get absorbed into like the norm, you know. Everybody like kind of feels out with leg kicks now. Everyone throws that calf kick. Everyone has to know how to deal with that calf kick.
You can cut.
Yep.
Intensity in this building with that proverbial knife trick. Every one of these fans, and it's another sold-out night here at Saitama Super Arena. Waiting on pins and needles again.
As I am. It's straight left hand. Okay, looks like to me the
Mirko Krokop now walking over. And of course, Krokop now is telling the referee to start from the same position, right?
So weird. You can't just walk over. Okay.
Vanderlei Silva getting an incredible reaction from the crowd. And Mirko Krokop continues.
Apparently, yes, you can.
Silva now, you see the desperation trick.
Yeah. If it was UFC, you know, someone would have been like, "Hey, go back to your corner. Get away from him."
I guess Krokop just told him, he's like, yeah, we're going to start from there. By the way. And the ref's like, okay.
Yeah, I think it was just making sure that it wasn't going to get fucked and they were going to start on the feet or something.
Yeah. Starting right there is honestly probably more fair for Silva anyways. Because he was getting massacred on the feet. Massacred everywhere, but especially on the feet.
Great striking position. We all know the Krokop's a great striker. He's a posture up, sit up, get position, get distance between him and Vanderlei so he can throw the straight left, straight down to the body, straight down to the head.
Being in this position and restarting from this position, doesn't it, in a sense, help Silva a bit recover? Because right now we're seeing Krokop.
Doesn't seem like they really care about passing guard either.
No, they're just...
They're pretty like okay with just sitting in someone's full guard and just beating the shit out of them.
If it's working...
Yeah, no, it's just how he's fighting. It's like we're not seeing any like the elbows aren't digging in to the knee or the thighs. You know, they're outside, just resting on his thighs. He's resting all of his weight on Vanderlei's chest. You know, it's very much just like there's no attempt at slicing through guard. It doesn't matter even to him. He's just he's just holding him down and hitting him.
On the screen there, the right eye of Vanderlei Silva, Mirko Krokop, trying to pepper him with hammer fists, but Silva really right now just wants to keep Krokop close to him. It's not like he's totally defensive right now.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about his recovery time earlier. He's completely recovered right now, but it's a smart for him. For him to be in this position, it makes a lot of sense for him to stay here. They're gonna take much more.
It's very interesting how like so much of the grappling like core was still there, but how much it's evolved since then, and how much even like your basic kickboxer has gotten better at it.
When he was in the battle against Ricardo Arona, and that's what Arona was able to do to control him from that position. And of course,
He's like, stand him up. He's sitting down. Yeah. I think he was being like, hey, if you got a yellow card, I think, for not getting up.
He's now been issued one of those yellow cards, which means a 10% deduction.
You get a yellow card for getting control? That's kind of...
I gotta tell you what, I don't think that's what being...
Pride's corrupt as hell. The Yakuza literally ran Pride. Or it was a crime family that ran Pride, and then a different crime family that ran K1. Or there's a lot of... Pride has a lot of fixed fights as well. There's Mark Coleman, I think, to get into the UFC, into Pride, had to take a dive fight. He had to like let somebody heel hook him, and then they'd like give him actual fights from there or something. Very interesting.
Ooh.
Man. Yeah, Krokop is just teeing off. Oh, there it is! There's the cemetery. There's the cemetery. That's the cemetery, brother.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, man, these guys were... These old heads were no joke.
Yeah, he's at a southpaw. Back leg.
Yeah.
He's so calm, too. calm.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Fucking Pride, dude. This is everything in MMA that we love and know about the UFC. It's like this is one of the areas it was birthed and like matured and nurtured and everything.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, I wish Pride was still a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, Pride will go on, says Dana White. Very sad. Look how young
Yeah.
Jackson looks.
Oh man.
You get that full head of hair.
Yeah. Looks like a 20-year-old Quentin.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be a lot of fun going through all of these. I
Yeah,
think
it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
yeah, I think possibly if we have the time in between recording our next podcast for 305, right? Is the next UFC 305?
Yeah, because Spear is 306. Right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So 305.
Okay.
It's a pretty big one, so we'll have to see about that. Maybe we'll do it after or something. But I know I want to pick one of the tournaments for us just to go sit through and watch the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing. Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be fun.
Yep. And look at how long the Gracie Sakuraba fight is.
Oh my god. That's gonna be its own episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
8 rounds.
yeah. Just insane. Literally fucking crazy that they do this shit.
We're just fighting for like an hour.
And no one died, dude. Nobody died.
Yeah.
Close. Probably got close. A lot of people got close, but nobody died.
I'm almost certain Poirier almost killed Dan Hooker if we didn't have modern medicine.
Probably.
If that fight happened 10 years ago, I'm pretty sure Poirier would have killed Hooker.
I think if that fight happened the same way 10 times, Dan Hooker probably died 3 of them, you know?
I'm surprised Dan Hooker's still like. It didn't change him.
I didn't think he was ever gonna.
He still fights pretty good.
I didn't think he was ever gonna get a win again. But I think Claudio Ribeiro, is that who he ended up fighting last? It's like the only time. It's like one of the only time in recent UFC history where they've given somebody on a losing streak a tune-up fight instead of just another fucking. Yeah, because he fucking loses a Poirier, give him Chandler.
He got knocked out by Chandler.
Yeah, beats, Nasra Hasparat or whatever. Loses Islam and then Arnold Allen. Okay, he did take Jalen Turner to a decision. I forgot about that one. But yeah, Claudio Puelles. That one where it was like, okay, alright, this guy's he can still beat people. It's just, is he going to be beating, guys who are fighting Clay Guida?
Jordan Levitt.
Yeah, or is Jalen Turner that's a genuine.
Yeah.
That was last year. That was last year?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Hooker still got it.
I know, but that was a year ago. I swear that Claudio Puelles fight just happened.
No, that was Adesanya Pereira 1. It was almost 2 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, I just had to sit there and really think about that for a while. Jesus Christ, yeah. Well,
yeah, he fought Hooker when they still had the Reebok shorts. Or Poirier.
Yeah, shit, dude. But Matthias Gamrot, though, I don't know about that one. Same time, though, I mean,
yeah.
Competition isn't quite the same. He's got some big names for sure. I mean, Stevens, though, he's also has the most losses in UFC history. Yeah, he beat Arman, who is the #1 contender. beat Turner, he beat Pazeev, and he beat RDA, which it's kind of weird for me to go from Pazeev to RDA, but
Pazeev to RDA, yeah.
but losing to Benil, especially back in 2022, isn't, you know, that's not a big deal, but I don't know, man. Feel like Dan Hooker with the 12 losses, he's just taken a lot of fucking punishment, man. A lot of punishment.
I don't think he's ever going to be a champion, but he's always going to be up there.
Yeah, and it sucks too, because I've always really liked Hooker, and I like Michael Chandler too, but the first fight I saw of Chandler was when he came in and just fucking dropped Dan Hooker.
Mm-hmm.
Primus.
Dude, Jerry was a race car driver.
I'm John the Fisher, man. That's horrible. 9 of his 11 losses are in a row.
Tony Ferguson.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them, that's right, yeah. This made 8. Yeah.
It's so sad, man.
Yeah, dude. I think MMA Guru said it really well. Where he's like, in 2020, I think in 2020 or 2019, he was like, I would have confidently said that Tony Ferguson is the guy who could beat Khabib, and now today I'm just as confident saying that Chase Hooper would beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
What a shame, dude.
That's the way the game goes.
Yeah, well, one last thing that we'll touch on this week is just how fucking insane this next card is going to be. I mean, I'm going to be working an hour out of my day every day, even this next week until this fight card, you know what I mean? Filling out data on all these guys. Because, I mean, even then, though, like, I know... Jeez, wait a minute. Oh, okay, never mind, yeah. Yeah, Ricky Glenn, Song Kanan, Junior Taffa,
Johnny Walker's brother. That's Walter.
Yeah. Casey O'Neill, Ricardo Ramos.
Gilbert Burns, that's Gilbert Burns' brother.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty interesting.
Double check that for me. I might be wrong.
Bro's racist. Okay.
Okay, no. That was nice.
Younger brother? Gilbert's old.
Oh, yeah. I think Gilbert Burns is like
38,
like
yeah.
41.
38. Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought Burns was still in his 30s, but yeah, I know who's older. Yeah, Herbert Burns, okay. Yeah, and then obviously, this whole main card's pretty... Carlo Pradas, I think is how you say it. I don't really know, I'm terrible. I don't think I've ever seen him fight. That's a picture.
Come on, Toooo. I'm gonna cry if he loses again. He's gonna be another Tony Ferguson guy.
It's to Rosenstrike, man. I feel like this guy's on a 2-5. That's the thing is I don't know though. Like Rosenstrike is like a monster. I think people kind of forgot about him just because he got slept by Francis so sloppily. But like, if you look, got submitted by Almeida, but knockout, got knocked out. Decision, knockout, decision, knockout, knocked out, knockout. Like, you know, he's a heavyweight, but he has a lot of knockout power, and I could definitely see.
They're gonna swing at each other. They're gonna punch each other, guys.
I hate to say it, but I definitely think Rosenstrike's a lot better than Tuivasa. I don't think Tuivasa is very good as much as he is just tough, and he has power and he has star power and everything, but like Do I want to see him win? 1,000,000%. And is this a fight where I'm super confident that he's gonna win? Not exactly. This is kind of for both men. Like they both need a win to stay in the rankings and to stay relevant in the division. But
Yeah.
and then yeah, we talked about Dan Hooker, Gamrot a little bit. You know, Li Jilang at the bottom with Carlos too, and then Kaikar France, Steve Urseg. Kind of like Urseg. He's another Australian guy, but, you know, he also knocked out Schnell, which makes me sad, and dropped that title fight to Pantoja.
It was a good fight, though.
It was. It was.
Close, per se, but he put up a good fight.
And, yeah. I think Kaikar France probably beats Urseg as well. I think he probably finishes him, but... And then, you know, DDP, Israel Adesanya. There's going to be a lot to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. I'm going to try my best to have actually watched some of these guys' fights. I might not worry...
Yeah, we're going to do a lot of research.
I might not worry so much about the prelim and early prelim until, like, we get a little bit closer, just because I guarantee you 2 more fights on this card are going to be canceled. I almost want to, like, I'm making a fake bet with you that 2 more fights are going to be canceled in the next 2 weeks, because that's just...
Honestly, yeah.
It just really... I mean, how left? 3? 3 canceled on this card. No, 4 canceled on this card. And there's only been 1 canceled on 305 so far. See, okay. Someone... My predictions.
Someone's going to get hurt or sick.
Yep, I was just going to say, someone's going to miss weight, someone's going to get hurt. Alright. Well, that shit's going to be fun. Thank you guys for watching some Pride with us today.
Yeah.
I will see you guys around, and this was The Garage.